Never give up on your dream. When you show courage in the face of adversity, you change your life and others. When things look dark, we can all use a simple reminder of what is truly important. We can all use a small burst of inspiration. Here are 77 quotes about happiness that can do just that. Share them. But most importantly, pick one you like best and place it where you see it every day, and let it help make your day a little brighter. 1. Be happy with what you have. Be excited about what you want. Alan Cohen. 2. Even if things don't unfold the way you expected, don't be disheartened or give up. One who continues to advance will win in the end. Daisaku Ikeda. 3. Doing what you like is freedom. Liking what you do is happiness. Frank Tiger. 4. Dream as if you live forever, live as if you die today. James Dean. 5. Life is a journey, and if you fall in love with the journey, you will be in love forever. Peter Haggerty. 6. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. 7. Much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. David Allen. 8. We forge the chains we wear in life. Charles Dickens. 9. If you look to others for fulfillment, you will never be fulfilled. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the world belongs to you. Lao Tzu. 10. Everything is a gift of the universe, even joy, anger, jealousy, frustration, or separateness. Everything is perfect either for our growth or our enjoyment. Ken Keyes Jr. 11. There is no such thing as a problem without a gift for you in its hands. You seek problems because you need their gifts. Richard Bach. 12. If you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. Andrew Carnegie. 13. Tension is who you think you should be, relaxation is who you are. Chinese proverb. 14. For me it is sufficient to have a corner by my heart, a book, and a friend, and a nap undisturbed by creditors or grief. Fernandez de Andrada. 15. You cannot judge what should bring others joy, and others cannot judge what should bring you joy. Alan Cohen. 16. The art of living lies less in eliminating our troubles than growing with them. Bernard M. Baruch. 17. Our capacity to draw happiness from aesthetic objects or material goods in fact seems critically dependent on our first satisfying a more important range of emotional or psychological needs, among them the need for understanding, for love, expression and respect. Alain de Botton. 18. If you start to think the problem is out there, stop yourself. That thought is the problem. Stephen Covey. 19. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, won or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. Dennis Waitley. 20. Happiness is not a station you arrive at, but a manner of traveling. Margaret Lee Ronbeck. 21. Security is when everything is settled, when nothing can happen to you. Security is the denial of life. Germaine Greer. 22. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity but in doing it. Greg Anderson. 23. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Buddha. 24. The best remedy for those who are afraid, lonely or unhappy is to go outside, somewhere where they can be quiet, alone with the heavens, nature and God. As long as this exists, and it certainly always will, then there will be comfort for every sorrow, whatever the circumstances may be. Anne Frank. 25. In our lives, change is unavoidable, loss is unavoidable. In the adaptability and ease with which we experience change, lies our happiness and freedom. Buddha. 26. Live with intention. Walk to the edge. Listen hard. Practice wellness. Play with abandon. Laugh. Choose with no regret. Do what you love. Live as if this is all there is. Mary and Rodikoheshi. 27. You never regret being kind. Nicole Shepard. 28. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ben Franklin. 29. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. Paul Bowles. 30. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and honestly. Buddha. 31. True happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Helen Keller. 32. Money is neither my God nor my devil. It is a form of energy that tends to make us more of who we already are, whether it's greedy or loving. Dan Millman. 33. The need for forgiveness is an illusion. There is nothing to forgive. Rachel England. 34. Blessed are those who can give without remembering and take without forgetting. Bernard Meltzer. 35. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Charles Dickens. 36. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better to take things as they come along with patience and equanimity. Carl Jung. 37. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius. 38. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama. 39. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. Helen Keller. 40. Happiness is not having what you want. It is appreciating what you have. Unknown. 41. True happiness arises, in the first place, from the enjoyment of oneself. Joseph Addison. 42. Happiness is the state of consciousness which proceeds from the achievement of one's values. Ayn Rand. 43. Most of us are just about as happy as we make up our minds to be. William Adams. 44. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale Carnegie. 45. We can have peace if we let go of wanting to change the past and wanting to control the future. Lester Levinson. 46. We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill. 47. Money doesn't bring happiness and creativity. Your creativity and happiness brings money. Sam Rosen. 48. Happiness is the experience of loving life. Being happy is being in love with that momentary experience. And love is looking at someone or even something and seeing the absolute best in him, her, or it. Love is happiness with what you see. So love and happiness really are the same thing, just expressed differently. Robert McPhillips. 49. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Carl Jung. 50. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Reinhold Niebuhr. 51. I am not bound to win, I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to the light I have. Abraham Lincoln. 52. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough, and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beattie. 53. There is no stress in the world, only people thinking stressful thoughts and then acting on them. Dr. Wayne Dyer. 54. We all get report cards in many different ways, but the real excitement of what you're doing is in the doing of it. It's not what you're gonna get in the end, it's not the final cutting, it's really in the doing it, and loving what you're doing. Ralph Lauren. 55. In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. Deepak Chopra. 56. Success at the highest level comes down to one question: can you decide that your happiness can come from someone else's success? Bill Walton. If you can, you take the most important step towards becoming a great leader. 57. There is only one thing more painful than learning from experience, and that is not learning from experience. Archibald MacLeish. 58. Once you do something you love, you never have to work again. Willie Hill. 59. Anything in life that we don't accept will simply make trouble for us until we make peace with it. Shakti Gawain. 60. The right way is not always the popular and easy way. Standing for right when it is unpopular is a true test of moral character. Margaret Chase Smith. 61. Persons of high self-esteem are not driven to make themselves superior to others. They do not seek to prove their value by measuring themselves against a comparative standard. Their joy is being who they are, not in being better than someone else. Nathaniel Brandon. 62. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. Soren Kierkegaard. 63. Do what you have always done and you get what you have always got. Sue Knight. 64. The happiness of life is made up of the little charities of a kiss or smile, a kind look, a heartfelt compliment. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. 65. We avoid the things that we are afraid of because we think there will be dire consequences if we confront them. But the truly dire consequences in our lives come from avoiding things that we need to learn about or discover. Shakti Gawain. 66. Think of what you have rather than of what you lack. Of the things you have, select the best and then reflect how eagerly you would have sought them if you did not have them. Marcus Aurelius. 67. Happiness is where we find it, but very rarely where we seek it. J. Patterson. 68. To be content means that you realize you contain what you seek. Alan Cohen. 69. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. John Milton. 70. In our daily lives, we must see that it is not happiness that makes us grateful, but the gratefulness that makes us happy. Albert Clark. 71. Look at everything as though you were seeing it either for the first or last time. Then your time on earth will be filled with glory. Betty Smith. 72. You are responsible for your life. You can't keep blaming somebody else for your dysfunction. Life is really about moving on. Oprah Winfrey. 73. Expecting life to treat you well because you are a good person is like expecting an angry bull not to charge because you are a vegetarian. Sheria Ba. 74. View your life from your funeral. Looking back at your life experiences, what have you accomplished? What would you have wanted to accomplish but didn't? What were the happy moments? What were the sad? What would you do again, and what you wouldn't? Viktor Frankl. 75. Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in a grey twilight that knows not victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt. 76. Boredom is the feeling that everything is a waste of time, serenity, that nothing is. Thomas Sass. 77. A person who, no matter how desperate the situation, gives others hope is a true leader. Daisaku Ikeda.